Alright, so today we are doing financial independence. Um, I actually really enjoyed Brother Tanner's advice and the things in which he taught us. I am fortunate enough that I think I was taught this at quite a young age, a lot of this. So it's already things that I'm already taking a lot into practice. Um, I am grateful that he talked about how we can have, the three account categories, the independence account, the living account, and the savings account. Um, I have those, however, I don't have a living budget account, independence account, the one in which we invest. Um, I've never really thought about investing, so it's definitely one thing that I've learned is about investing. I have thought about wanting to buy a house before, but I knew that I was going to come to school, so I thought that I needed to make some better financial decisions. Um, However, I always think about what I could invest in to help myself, I guess, get better at making money. It's definitely something I want to put into practice, and I'm grateful that he put that into my head again. And I hope that that's one of my goals is to actually go ahead with that and go ahead with his challenge to actually invest something. So I'm going to work on that. Um, I really liked a lot of the things that he said. Um, you know, it was funny how he said that why is it that rich people seem to be leaders? And a lot of amazing leaders I know do have money, and I think it's because they've learned these techniques, and they know how to use their money wisely, and that is why they are successful. So, I mean, I definitely hope that one day I can be successful like that and a good leader. It's definitely not all about the money. Money is an important thing to me to a point that I always try and always have like savings or something, but it doesn't run my life. At the end of the day, it's my family, my friends, and people who I love that I'm gonna, take with me. I can't take my money with me. I really liked how he said it's about the attitude you have and learning to live on less than what you can. So I definitely could work on living on less. 55%. I think that that's low, but I think it's definitely doable, and it's something I've done. Um, uh, when I was since I've been a kid, I've had a life savings. So when I was when I was 18, I moved over to America, and I paid for myself to go move over there, and it was my life savings. And when I had came back, I actually had about $6,000 in the bank from when I was working as an 18-year-old in high school. And not only did it pay for me to go to America, but it also allowed me to buy a car when I got home. And so my whole life I've always had an account in which I always save money. It's not that I love money, it's more the fact that I feel like money is it protects me in a sense. So I like having it because I feel stability. I feel safe knowing that if anything was to happen, I have some sort of money. So definitely money is something that's very important to me. In obviously not in an evil way, but in a way of which I like to save it and I like to put it away for a time of need. I liked how he said pay yourself first. Man, he said a lot of good things. The wants versus needs is definitely a very good thing. I think sometimes we think that we need a lot of things, but when I'm definitely sure with me, at least half of the list is actually a want, not a need. We need to focus more on the needs. Do we really need this? Instead of like, oh, I want this, but do I really need it? I fight with myself a lot. Sometimes when it comes to just getting a pretty dress or something like that, I fight with myself about it, about whether I need it. I'm actually quite tight. I'm a very tight person when it comes to money. If I don't really need it, sometimes I don't get it. And some people get annoyed with me because they're like, oh, just get it. You deserve it. But, I'm very big on trying to. The 5% interest. So I have an account in my home country in Australia where it's my life savings. So I earn interest on that every month. I think it's around about $8. So I'm earning about $8 interest every month in the money that I have in there. So I've kept that in there for quite a while now, and whenever I get money, I would put it in there. But now that I live obviously in America I can't keep putting money in there, so now I just let it stay in there and I get about $8, so I'm earning interest. And then I have another account obviously here in America where I try to do the same thing. I've got a savings account over here, and so when I get paid I try and put a little bit into my savings account so that I can also earn interest over here. So I like the 5% interest thing, and I've definitely earned, man, in interest in my life I probably have earned over $500 because I always have money sitting there to earn interest. I like to spend less, invest more, cut out the unimportant stuff and invest. I really enjoyed it. I felt like a lot of it was stuff that I already knew, and things that I already put into practice because, like I said, this is something that is I'm very passionate about. I'm a good saver. I'm following most of these. It's just probably the investment part that not so much was new to me, but something I would like to somehow apply. I just feel like being a student is hard. But I definitely think about what it is that I could do to invest to do that. Oh, the credit card thing as well, I thought it was funny. That's definitely something I did. So before I moved here to Hawaii, I had a credit card, and I used to pay for everything on my credit card, and then as soon as I got paid, everything would go. So I never maxed my card. My card never had any, like, it didn't charge you in, like, interest or anything unless you actually went over, I think it was like 3 weeks, if you still had a balance. So I would always pay it every payday off. I'd pay the entire card off. So I would, one time I think I maxed it to like $800, but then I got paid and I paid it off straight away. So the reason I did that was actually because I want to buy a house someday, and having a good credit card balance and being able to show the bank was my way of doing it. So I did that, and it just showed that I was able to, spend, but I was able to put it back in. So yeah, I think that's a great idea. I cut that up because I came here, and as a student I know I wouldn't be able to pay it off. I would just probably spend. So yeah, I learned a lot. We were asked to then kind of draw our own what do you call this, personal budget thing. So I don't want to give you all the money that I have because it's pretty low, but I get about $88 a fortnight. And so, I want to put into this investment thing. Once I get a hang of it, I want to put about $5 into that a fortnight, and then in a budget account. So I have my tithing that I have to pay every fortnight, so that's $8. And then like maybe my expenses and stuff for that whole fortnight, doing things, $60. I'm just saying about $60. Fast offering $10 a month, and then things like activities, like going to the movies or something, is about maybe $20 a month. And then my savings account, I've broken it up into like America and Australia. So my Australian one is just sitting there making interest, where my American one, I want to try and put $5 a fortnight into that one, where it would also gain some interest. So hopefully this works. Budgeting and money has never really failed me before, and I'm grateful for this course to continually help to remind me to do better. So yeah, thanks, bye.